Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Strictly Logical. As I have promised, I have come up with the two most interesting and easy techniques of note making. Those are concept maps and mind maps.
इस वीडियो में मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि माइंड मैप एंड कॉन्सेप्ट मैप कैसे ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं, what are the three main requirements to draw them, and at the end I will tell some of the websites or apps where you can draw these mind maps and concept maps very easily. These mapping techniques are known for retaining the information for a very long time. Mind map or concept map is nothing but the visual representation of the data. What it does is, it creates association between different forms of data and establishes a network using branches, symbols, diagrams, etc. To understand it in simple words, consider Google Maps. You have seen that different places and cities have been connected to each other by roads. That is the basic concept of mind maps. There are three main requirements that we need while using these mapping techniques. First is having a standard good textbook. Why am I stressing on a standard textbook? Because the core main requirement in making mind maps are keywords. Keywords are the most important thing while making notes, which I have already mentioned in my previous video. यदि आपने वो वीडियो नहीं देखा है, मैंने उसकी लिंक इस डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे रखी है. Please do check it out. You will find all these keywords in a standard textbook. Now the second requirement is finding those keywords. अब मैंने कहा कि keywords टेक्स्ट बुक में मिल जाएंगे, मगर इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि टेक्स्ट बुक खुद ब खुद आपको बता देगी these are the keywords. To find keywords or to make notes for that matter, you need to read and understand the whole chapter thoroughly. Then only you can summarize it and identify the keywords. Third most important thing is dedication and discipline. As I said in my previous videos also, that always take one step at a time. Take baby steps. Guys, it's very easy to sit and watch these videos and feel all motivated for a while and later do nothing about it. All these techniques need a lot of practice. So friends, let's see 4 easy steps to make a mind map. First step is choosing the main topic. जो भी topic आपको difficult लग रहा है या फिर उसकी बहुत ज़्यादा explanation है which you need to summarize to learn, you can choose that as your main topic. So first, at the center we need to write the main topic. My main topic is light. Place it in the middle of the drawing. Second step is drawing the mainstream topics. Create main branches to enter your topic. Come up with 3 to 5 main ideas, then evenly space them in a circular formation around the mind map topic. Don't worry about the order of the topics. Why do we need these subtopics, brainstorm topics? Because it supports the details such as ideas, tasks and questions for each main idea. For instance, light can be produced by different types of sources. Light gets reflected through many types of objects. Then we can write what are the different types of bodies present which produce the light. So that's how you can segregate main topic into sub branches. So here, for instance, light topic can be categorized in these 5 subtopics: sources, objects, bodies, rectilinear propagation, and when the path is changed. Now you can draw the sub branches of these main branches. For example, source can be natural and artificial. You can write the definition and example of these sources. Then come to your next subtopic. Objects can be of 3 types: translucent, transparent and opaque. You can write the definition. Also you can write the examples. Your next subtopic is bodies. Divisions of bodies as luminous and non-luminous. You can write definition and examples. Again, you can draw the pictures. Let's see another subcategory, that is rectilinear propagation. You can write the definition that light always travels in a straight line. This phenomena is known as rectilinear propagation. Then next you can write what happens when the path of the light gets changed. That phenomena is known as reflection. You can write the definition that when a ray of light hits a smooth polished surface, it bounces back. Then this reflection is another topic. You can subcategorize, you can draw the sub branches of it as laws, types of mirrors. And when reflection happens, what do you get? We get image. Then you can subcategorize everything like this. You can draw as many branches as you want. You can also draw the pictures as well for your better understanding. That's how you can see that I have summarized the whole one chapter of 10 to 15 pages in just one single page. So one day before the exam, you can just go through this page for your quick revision. Now let's see how to draw a concept map. The concept map is almost similar to mind map with only one difference, that we need to write little bit more details in concept map. First step is same, create a main concept. For example, I have taken the main concept as electricity. That's our central idea. Now that you have selected a main concept, next step is to write down the subordinate concepts, or you can say sub branches. So here I have drawn 5 main branches, which are form of energy produced by charges, electric charge, types of material, effects of electricity, and electric circuit. Next step is add more details to all these subtopics. For example, form of energy produced by charges can be static and current electricity. Then you can write little bit detail with their definitions. Of course, examples are very important. Similarly, we can define all the subtopics properly with all the examples. Next comes electric circuit, so we can write the types, we can add the images of all these circuits as well. Next, what are the effects of electricity? So there are 5 main effects which are written here. Now here you can see that I have summarized the 14 to 15 pages long chapter into just one page by creating a concept map. So during exam time, you can just go through this one page and you can revise the whole chapter. Obviously, to understand the concept in detail, you have to read through the whole chapter. Just before one day of the examination, you can just go through this one page and you can revise the whole chapter. Now, as I told you about the color theory, you can see here that I have used very less colors, but there is a significance of each color. For example, my main idea is electricity, that is represented by green color. Then all the branches are of yellow color. Then their sub branches are red in color, and then I have changed the different colors. That's how our mind can read that the topic has been segregated into different parts. And that's why it will be very easy for our brain to interpret everything, and we can decode the whole long chapter easily. Whatever approach you use to make notes during a class session, remember that you must still engage in active learning those notes as soon as possible and regularly during an entire class. Collecting even excellent notes for several weeks and expecting to learn them right before the exam is a total recipe for failure. Learning is like exercising for fitness, which happens over time, not all at once. तो फ्रेंड्स, चलिए अब हम देखते हैं कुछ ऐसे सॉफ्टवेयर या एप्स जहाँ पे आप डिजिटली नोट्स प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो. But I would still suggest you guys to prepare the notes with your hands. Handwritten notes are more effective than digital notes. क्योंकि जितना ही आप लिख के किसी चीज़ की प्रैक्टिस करोगे, उतना ही ज़्यादा वो चीज़ आपके माइंड में रिटेंशन होगी. See you all in my next video. Happy learning!